Visionary, relentless, and revolutionary. Few embody these traits like Elon Musk, said Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. Born in South Africa, Musk taught himself coding at age 10, later founding Zip2, PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. His audacious goals, from colonizing Mars to revolutionizing transportation, inspire millions. A dreamer who defies limits, Musk's words carry the weight of his actions. Let's dive into his 10 most powerful quotes that ignite ambition, challenge norms, and push humanity forward. Quote 1. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. This powerful statement from Elon Musk encapsulates his relentless drive and unyielding commitment to pursuing goals that matter, regardless of the challenges. It's a cornerstone of his philosophy, reflecting why he's been able to achieve what many deemed impossible, building reusable rockets, revolutionizing electric vehicles, and pushing for human life on Mars. Its importance lies in its universal truth. True progress demands courage to act despite uncertainty, inspiring anyone to chase what truly matters to them. The essence of this quote is about prioritizing purpose over probability. Musk's life is a testament to this mindset. When he founded SpaceX, experts scoffed at the idea of a private company competing with NASA. The odds were stacked against him. Financial ruin loomed, and early rocket launches failed spectacularly. Yet, Musk pressed on because the mission to make humanity multiplanetary was too significant to abandon. Similarly, with Tesla, he bet everything on electric vehicles when the automotive industry dismissed them as impractical. The quote reveals a mindset that values impact over comfort, urging us to focus on what's meaningful rather than what's easy or likely. It's not about reckless risk-taking but about recognizing that some goals are worth pursuing, even when success seems distant. Musk's words challenge the instinct to play it safe, encouraging a bold reassessment of what we're willing to fight for. This perspective shifts how we view obstacles. Instead of seeing unfavorable odds as a reason to quit, Musk suggests they're irrelevant when the stakes are high. It's a call to redefine failure, not as a dead end, but as a step towards something greater. His own journey illustrates this. SpaceX's first 3 launches failed, but the 4th succeeded, securing a NASA contract that saved the company. This resilience stems from a clarity of purpose, where the why behind a goal outweighs the how of achieving it. The quote also speaks to the human spirit's capacity to defy limitations. It reminds us that history's greatest achievements, whether landing on the moon or inventing the internet, came from those who acted despite doubt, driven by a vision larger than themselves. For you, this quote is a blueprint for living with purpose. It asks you to identify what matters most in your life. Perhaps a dream career, a cause you believe in, or a personal transformation. Once you've found it, commit to it fully, even if the path is daunting. You might face skepticism, like Musk did, or practical hurdles, like limited resources. But the lesson here is to move forward anyway. Start small. If you're passionate about a project, dedicate time daily, even if success feels unlikely. If you're aiming for a bold career shift, take the first step, enroll in that course or reach out to that mentor, despite the risk of rejection. The quote teaches you to measure success not by immediate results, but by the courage to act on what's important. It's about building resilience, learning from setbacks, and trusting that persistence will tilt the odds in your favor over time. This mindset also applies to collective challenges. If you're working on a community initiative or advocating for change, opposition may seem overwhelming. Yet, Musk's words remind you that impact outweighs ease. Push forward, rally support, and keep the bigger picture in view. His own ventures show that even improbable dreams, colonizing Mars or revolutionizing transport, gain traction when driven by unwavering commitment. You don't need to be a billionaire or a genius. You need clarity of purpose and the grit to act. By embracing this philosophy, you unlock the potential to create change, not just in your life but in the world around you. Musk's quote is a rallying cry. When something matters enough, the odds are just noise. Your actions define the outcome. Quote 2. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. This powerful statement from Elon Musk captures the essence of his belief in human potential and the transformative power of choice. Its importance lies in its democratizing message. Greatness isn't reserved for a select few born with exceptional talent. It's accessible to anyone willing to make bold decisions and take action. Musk's own journey from a curious kid in South Africa to a global innovator underscores this idea, inspiring others to redefine their limits and pursue extraordinary lives. The meaning of this quote centers on the power of choice as a catalyst for transformation. Musk, who started with no extraordinary resources or privileges, built companies like SpaceX and Tesla through relentless determination and a refusal to accept mediocrity. He suggests that being ordinary is merely a starting point, not a destiny. The word choose is key. It implies agency, the ability to decide to rise above circumstances, embrace challenges, and pursue goals that seem out of reach. Musk's life illustrates this. He wasn't born a rocket scientist or automotive mogul, but he chose to learn, take risks, and tackle problems others avoided. Founding SpaceX to make space travel affordable or pushing Tesla to mainstream electric vehicles were not the acts of someone inherently extraordinary. They were the results of deliberate choices to aim higher. This quote challenges the notion that greatness requires innate genius, proposing instead that it's forged through effort, vision, and courage. Musk's words also reframe how we view ourselves and our potential. Society often labels people as ordinary, based on their background, resources, or initial achievements. Yet, Musk argues that extraordinariness is a mindset, not a birthright. It's about deciding to push beyond comfort zones, whether that means learning a new skill, starting a venture, or standing up for a cause. His own story, teaching himself coding as a teenager, moving to a new country with little money, and betting his personal fortune on SpaceX, shows that extraordinary outcomes stem from ordinary people making bold choices. The quote inspires by removing excuses. You don't need wealth, connections, or prodigious talent, just the resolve to act and the willingness to grow. It's a reminder that history's trailblazers, from inventors to activists, often started as regular people who chose to dream bigger and work harder. For you, this quote is a call to action to unlock your potential. You don't need to be a billionaire or a genius to live an extraordinary life. Start by identifying what inspires you, a passion, a problem you want to solve, or a legacy you want to leave. Then, make the choice to act, even if it feels daunting. If you're stuck in a routine job but dream of starting a business, take one step, research your market, or draft a plan. If you want to make a difference, volunteer for a cause or share your ideas publicly, despite fears of judgment. Musk's example shows that extraordinary results come from consistent, courageous choices, learning from failures, seeking knowledge, and staying committed. When he faced near bankruptcy with SpaceX, he chose to keep going, leading to breakthroughs that changed the space industry. You can apply this by setting ambitious goals and breaking them into small, actionable steps. Each choice to learn, create, or persevere moves you closer to an extraordinary life. This mindset also extends to collective impact. If you're part of a community or team, choose to inspire others by taking initiative, whether it's proposing a bold idea or tackling a challenge no one else will. Musk's belief in choice empowers you to redefine what's possible, not just for yourself but for those around you. By choosing to act with purpose, you can inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of progress. This quote is a challenge. Don't wait for permission or perfect conditions. Choose to be extraordinary, and let your actions shape a future that reflects your boldest dreams. Quote 3. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. This bold declaration from Elon Musk redefines failure as a vital part of progress, encapsulating his fearless approach to innovation. Its importance lies in its challenge to conventional thinking. Rather than fearing failure, Musk embraces it as evidence of pushing boundaries. This mindset has driven his groundbreaking work at SpaceX, Tesla, and beyond, inspiring others to see setbacks not as defeats but as stepping stones to extraordinary achievements. The meaning of this quote is rooted in the idea that true innovation requires venturing into the unknown, where failure is inevitable. Musk's career is a testament to this philosophy. When SpaceX launched its first rockets, 3 failed spectacularly, nearly bankrupting the company. Yet, Musk viewed these setbacks as data points, not disasters. Each failure revealed what didn't work, paving the way for the successful Falcon 1 launch that secured NASA's trust. Similarly, Tesla faced production delays and skepticism, but Musk's willingness to fail and learn transformed electric vehicles from a niche concept to a global standard. The quote suggests that avoiding failure means avoiding risk, and without risk, there's no innovation. If every step is safe and predictable, you're likely treading familiar ground, not breaking new territory. Musk's words flip the narrative. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a prerequisite for it. This perspective liberates us from the paralyzing fear of mistakes, encouraging bold experimentation and resilience. This quote also challenges societal norms that stigmatize failure. In many cultures, mistakes are seen as shameful, pushing people towards safe, incremental choices. Musk, however, argues that failure is a signal you're challenging the status quo. His ventures, reusing rockets, building hyperloops, and planting brain-computer interfaces, were deemed impossible by experts, yet he pursued them, accepting failure as part of the process. The phrase, "not innovating enough," underscores the cost of playing it safe, stagnation. By embracing failure, Musk shows that breakthroughs come from iterating, learning, and persisting. His story reminds us that every major advancement, from the Wright brothers' first flight to the internet's creation, involved countless failures. The quote inspires by reframing setbacks as proof you're daring greatly, pushing you to take risks that could reshape your world. For you, this quote is a powerful invitation to rethink failure in your own life. Whether you're chasing a career goal, starting a project, or tackling a personal challenge, embrace the possibility of setbacks as evidence you're aiming high. If you're launching a business, don't fear a product flop, use it to refine your approach, just as Musk did with SpaceX's early rockets. If you're learning a new skill, like coding or public speaking, expect mistakes and treat them as lessons, not reasons to quit. Start by setting ambitious goals that scare you a little, maybe pitching an idea to your boss or joining a competitive field. When setbacks happen, analyze them, what went wrong, and how can you improve? Musk's example shows that persistence through failure builds resilience and insight. After SpaceX's third failed launch, he rallied his team, adjusted designs, and succeeded on the 4th try. You can do the same by viewing each stumble as a chance to grow stronger. This mindset also applies to collective endeavors. If you're part of a team or community, foster a culture where failure is seen as progress, not shame. Encourage bold ideas, even if they don't work out, and share lessons learned to inspire others. Musk's quote teaches you that innovation thrives in environments where risks are welcomed. By accepting failure as a necessary part of growth, you unlock the courage to pursue big dreams, whether it's launching a startup, advocating for change, or mastering a craft. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Each failure is proof you're innovating, pushing you closer to a future where your boldest ideas become reality. Quote 4. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur. This profound insight from Elon Musk captures the essence of his visionary approach to innovation and problem solving. Its importance lies in its ability to inspire action by breaking down seemingly impossible dreams into achievable steps. Musk's career, building reusable rockets, mainstreaming electric cars, and envisioning a multiplanetary future, reflects this philosophy, encouraging others to believe in possibility as the foundation for progress. The meaning of this quote hinges on the distinction between possibility and probability. Musk suggests that before worrying about the likelihood of success, you must first prove that something can be done at all. This mindset is evident in his work with SpaceX, where he sought to make space travel affordable, a goal dismissed as impossible by industry giants. By focusing on demonstrating that a rocket could be reused, Musk established possibility through relentless testing and iteration, despite early failures. Only then did the probability of success, through refined designs and scaled operations, emerge. Similarly, with Tesla, he proved electric vehicles could be desirable and practical, shifting the automotive industry's trajectory. The quote emphasizes a two-step process. First, challenge the assumption that something can't be done. Then, through effort and ingenuity, make it likely to happen. It's a rejection of defeatism, urging us to focus on what's conceivable rather than what's immediately feasible. Musk's words inspire by suggesting that once you believe something is possible, the path to making it real becomes clearer. This perspective redefines how we approach ambitious goals. Society often dismisses bold ideas as impractical, but Musk argues that proving possibility is the critical first step. His Neuralink project, aiming to merge human brains with AI, exemplifies this. While the concept seems futuristic, Musk's team works to establish its feasibility, trusting that probability will follow. The quote counters the fear of failure by prioritizing vision over immediate success. It's about taking that first leap, proving something can be done, before worrying about perfecting it. This approach has driven historic breakthroughs. The Wright brothers proved flight was possible, and later refinements made it probable. Musk's philosophy empowers us to tackle big problems by starting with belief, not certainty. For you, this quote is a roadmap to turning dreams into reality. Whatever your goal, a new career, a creative project, or a societal change, begin by believing it's possible. If you want to start a business but lack resources, don't wait for perfect conditions. Take the first step, research your market, create a prototype, or pitch your idea. Musk didn't have billions to fund SpaceX initially. He started with a vision and proved it step by step. If you're aiming to learn a complex skill, like programming, don't be daunted by its difficulty. Establish possibility by writing your first line of code. Each small success builds probability, making your goal more achievable. When setbacks occur, they're not proof of impossibility but part of refining the path forward. Musk's early rocket failures didn't stop him. They informed his next steps. You can do the same by treating obstacles as data, not dead ends. This mindset also applies to collective challenges. If you're part of a team tackling a big issue, like sustainability or education reform, focus on proving that change is possible. Launch a pilot project, share a bold idea, or rally others to test the solution. Musk's Boring Company started with the possibility of faster tunneling. Probability grew through experimentation. By embracing this approach, you inspire others to believe, too, creating momentum. The quote teaches you to prioritize vision over doubt, taking action to make the impossible probable. Don't let realistic thinking hold you back. Establish what's possible through study, effort, or small wins, and probability will follow. Musk's words remind you that every great achievement begins with a single step, believing it can be done. Quote 5. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. This inspiring statement from Elon Musk encapsulates his optimistic vision for humanity's potential and his relentless drive to shape a positive future. Its importance lies in its call to reject pessimism and embrace a mindset that fuels progress. Musk's work, whether colonizing Mars with SpaceX or revolutionizing transport with Tesla, reflects this belief, urging others to focus on creating a hopeful, forward-looking world. The essence of this quote is a challenge to choose optimism as a guiding force. Musk suggests that the future isn't something that happens to us. It's something we shape through our expectations and actions. Expecting things to be better means believing in progress, innovation, and the human capacity to solve problems. His ventures embody this. SpaceX aims to make humanity multiplanetary, ensuring our survival beyond Earth. Tesla pushes for sustainable energy to combat climate change. These aren't reactions to a doomed future but proactive steps toward a better one. The quote contrasts two mindsets, one that anticipates decline, marked by fear, inaction, or cynicism, and one that envisions improvement, driving effort and creativity. Musk's own journey, from a self-taught coder to a global innovator, shows how expecting better fuels ambition. When he founded SpaceX, many dismissed it as a pipe dream, but his belief in a better future, where space travel is accessible, kept him going through near bankruptcy. The quote reminds us that our expectations shape our actions, and optimistic expectations inspire solutions. This perspective counters the human tendency to dwell on worst-case scenarios. Media often amplifies fears, economic collapse, environmental ruin, or technological dystopia, making it easy to expect decline. Musk, however, argues that expecting better isn't naive, it's strategic. It's about focusing on what can be improved rather than what might go wrong. His Neuralink project, aiming to enhance human cognition, reflects this. Instead of fearing AI's risks, he works to integrate it for human benefit. The quote also highlights the power of collective optimism. When people expect a better future, they innovate, collaborate, and persist. History supports this. The moon landing, powered by a belief in human potential, wasn't born from pessimism but from a vision of progress. Musk's words inspire us to reject defeatism and actively build a future worth believing in. For you, this quote is a call to cultivate an optimistic mindset that drives action. Start by envisioning a better future for yourself, whether it's a fulfilling career, stronger relationships, or personal growth. If you're stuck in a rut, don't assume things will worsen, expect improvement, and take steps toward it. Want to switch careers? Expect that you can learn new skills and start by taking a course or networking. Musk didn't know rocket science initially. He expected to learn and did. If you're passionate about a cause, like sustainability, don't dwell on the planet's problems. Expect solutions and contribute, perhaps by volunteering or innovating. This mindset applies to setbacks too. When Musk's early rockets failed, he expected success was still possible, leading to SpaceX's triumphs. You can do the same. Treat failures as temporary, expecting better outcomes with each try. This approach also transforms how you engage with others. If you're leading a team or community, inspire them to expect progress. Share a vision of what's possible, a better workplace, a thriving neighborhood, and work together to make it real. Musk's Boring Company expects to revolutionize transport with hyperloops. You can expect to improve your sphere, however small, through action. The quote teaches you that expecting better isn't just wishful thinking, it's a commitment to act. Don't let fear of failure or cynicism dim your vision. By expecting a brighter future, you unlock the energy to create it, turning possibilities into realities for yourself and those around you. Quote 6. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. This electrifying statement from Elon Musk distills his philosophy of active participation in shaping the future, encapsulating his drive to create rather than observe. Its importance lies in its urgent call to action, inspiring individuals to step into the driver's seat of their own lives and the world's progress. Musk's monumental achievements, founding SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, stem from this mindset, making the quote a rallying cry for anyone seeking to leave a mark. The essence of this quote is about choosing agency over passivity. Musk's words present a stark binary. You can be a spectator, watching history unfold, or a participant, shaping it with your actions. His career embodies this choice. When he saw the potential for space exploration to stagnate, he didn't just lament it. He founded SpaceX to make humanity multiplanetary. When electric vehicles were dismissed as impractical, he didn't wait for others to act. He built Tesla to revolutionize transportation. The quote reflects a mindset that rejects sitting on the sidelines, emphasizing that progress depends on those willing to dive in, take risks, and drive change. It's not about having all the answers up front. Musk taught himself rocket science and faced countless setbacks, but about choosing to engage rather than observe. This choice defines his legacy. Instead of watching space travel or sustainable energy evolve, he became a catalyst for both. The quote challenges us to ask ourselves whether we're content to watch the world change or driven to shape it. This perspective counters the human tendency to defer action, whether out of fear, doubt, or the belief that someone else will step up. Society often encourages waiting for the right moment, more resources, or others' leadership. Musk's quote dismantles this, suggesting that waiting is a choice to let others define the future. His ventures, from Neuralink's brain-computer interfaces to the Boring Company's hyperloops, show that being part of it means embracing uncertainty and acting anyway. The quote also carries a universal truth. Every major advancement, from the internet to civil rights, came from people who chose to participate rather than spectate. Musk's words inspire by framing action as empowerment, urging us to seize control of our role in the world's story. For you, this quote is a wake-up call to take charge of your destiny. If you see something you want to change, a career path, a community issue, or a personal goal, don't wait for others to make it happen. Choose to be part of it. Want to start a business? Don't just dream about it. Draft a plan, research your market, or pitch to a mentor, just as Musk did with his early ventures. If you're passionate about a cause, like climate change, don't just follow the news, join a local initiative or start one. Musk didn't wait for NASA's approval to innovate in space. He acted, despite skepticism. You can apply this by taking small, bold steps toward your vision. If you're hesitant about a new skill, like coding or public speaking, don't watch tutorials endlessly. Sign up for a project or speak at an event. Setbacks, like Musk's early rocket failures, are part of the process. They mean you're in the game, not on the bench. This mindset also transforms how you engage with others. If you're in a team or community, don't wait for someone else to lead. Propose ideas, volunteer for challenges, or inspire action. Musk's choice to be a part of it created industries and jobs. Your choices can ripple, too. The quote teaches you that action, not observation, shapes outcomes. Don't let fear of failure or uncertainty keep you watching. Choose to dive in, contribute, and build the future you envision, whether it's a better career, a stronger community, or a bolder you. Musk's words remind you, the future isn't something you watch, it's something you make. Quote 7. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. This powerful declaration from Elon Musk encapsulates the relentless determination that has defined his groundbreaking achievements, from SpaceX's reusable rockets to Tesla's electric vehicle revolution. Its importance lies in its universal truth: persistence is the engine of progress, turning dreams into reality despite overwhelming obstacles. Musk's life, marked by near bankruptcies and repeated failures, embodies this principle, inspiring others to push forward when the odds seem insurmountable. The core of this quote is about the refusal to surrender in the face of adversity. Musk emphasizes that persistence isn't just a trait, it's a deliberate choice to keep going until no other option remains. His journey with SpaceX illustrates this vividly. The company's first 3 rocket launches failed, draining his personal fortune and bringing him to the brink of collapse. Yet, Musk persisted, analyzing each failure, refining designs, and securing a critical NASA contract with the 4th launch. Similarly, Tesla faced production nightmares and financial crises, but Musk's refusal to quit transformed it into a global leader. The phrase, "forced to give up," is key. It suggests that only an absolute, unavoidable barrier should stop you, not doubt, fear, or temporary setbacks. Musk's words challenge the instinct to abandon difficult goals, highlighting that breakthroughs often come just beyond the point where most would quit. This mindset redefines failure as a temporary state, not a final one, urging us to see persistence as the bridge between vision and success. This perspective counters the common tendency to give up when challenges mount. Society often glorifies quick wins, but Musk's quote reminds us that meaningful achievements, like landing on the moon or building sustainable energy systems, require sustained effort through uncertainty. His Neuralink and Boring Company projects, tackling brain-computer interfaces and urban congestion, face skepticism and technical hurdles, yet Musk persists, driven by a belief in their potential. The quote also resonates with historical examples. Inventors like Thomas Edison faced thousands of failed experiments before perfecting the light bulb, proving persistence's power. Musk's philosophy inspires by framing giving up as a choice, not an inevitability, empowering us to keep pushing forward when the path gets tough. For you, this quote is a call to embrace persistence as a cornerstone of your journey. Whether you're chasing a career goal, personal growth, or a passion project, don't let setbacks define your limits. If you're starting a business and face rejection, say, a failed pitch or a flawed prototype, persist like Musk did with SpaceX. Analyze what went wrong, adjust, and try again. If you're learning a skill, like coding or writing, and progress feels slow, keep practicing daily, trusting that persistence builds mastery. Musk taught himself rocket science through sheer determination. You can build expertise through consistent effort. When doubts creep in, ask yourself, am I truly forced to give up, or is this just hard? Often, it's the latter. Take small steps, revise that resume, reach out to one more contact, or spend an extra hour refining your work. Each effort compounds, moving you closer to your goal. This mindset also applies to collective endeavors. If you're part of a team or community tackling a big challenge, like improving education or fighting climate change, don't abandon the cause when progress stalls. Musk's persistence with Tesla's production woes inspired his team to innovate. You can rally others by staying committed. Share your vision, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward. The quote teaches you that persistence isn't blind stubbornness. It's strategic resilience, fueled by belief in your goal. Don't let fear, fatigue, or naysayers stop you. Like Musk, push until the world forces you to stop, and even then, question if it's truly the end. By persisting, you turn possibilities into realities, shaping a future that reflects your unwavering commitment. Quote 8. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. This compelling statement from Elon Musk reveals the purpose-driven core of his entrepreneurial journey, emphasizing action over mere ambition. Its importance lies in its focus on impact, challenging the notion that success is about building empires for their own sake. Musk's ventures, SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, exist to solve real problems, from colonizing Mars to combating climate change, inspiring others to prioritize meaningful outcomes over superficial achievements. The essence of this quote is about aligning actions with purpose. Musk's companies aren't trophies or ends in themselves. They're tools to achieve transformative goals. SpaceX was founded to make humanity multiplanetary, addressing the existential risk of life confined to Earth. Tesla exists to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, tackling climate change head-on. Neuralink aims to merge human cognition with AI, pushing the boundaries of human potential. The quote underscores that Musk's drive isn't rooted in fame or wealth but in solving problems that matter. When he poured his PayPal fortune into SpaceX and Tesla, risking bankruptcy, it wasn't for the sake of owning more companies, it was to get things done, like landing reusable rockets or making electric cars mainstream. The phrase, "get things done," reflects a no-nonsense commitment to tangible results, rejecting vanity projects or empty accolades. It's a mindset that values impact over ego, urging us to focus on what our efforts achieve, not just the act of creating. This perspective challenges the modern obsession with appearances, building a brand, chasing titles, or accumulating ventures without substance. Musk's approach contrasts with entrepreneurs who prioritize scaling businesses for profit alone, often losing sight of why they started. His quote suggests that true success lies in the difference you make, not the entities you build. This resonates with history's greatest innovators. The Wright brothers didn't invent flight to start an aviation company but to solve the problem of human flight. Penicillin's discovery wasn't about founding a pharmaceutical empire but saving lives. Musk's philosophy inspires by redirecting our focus from the act of creation to its purpose, encouraging us to pursue goals that address real needs or push humanity forward. For you, this quote is a call to anchor your efforts in purpose. Whether you're starting a project, pursuing a career, or leading a team, ask, what are you trying to achieve? If you're launching a business, don't just aim to be an entrepreneur. Focus on solving a specific problem, like improving access to education or creating sustainable products. Musk didn't start Tesla to own a car company. He wanted to combat fossil fuel dependency. You can apply this by defining your why before your what. If you're a student, don't study just to earn a degree. Aim to master skills that solve real-world issues. If you're in a job, don't just chase promotions. Seek ways to make a tangible impact, like streamlining a process or mentoring colleagues. Start small. Identify a problem in your community, like food waste, and take action, perhaps organizing a local initiative. Musk's near failure with SpaceX shows that purpose-driven work isn't easy, but it's worth it when the outcome matters. This mindset also transforms collective efforts. If you're part of a team or organization, rally others around a shared goal, not just the idea of success. Musk's teams at SpaceX worked grueling hours not to build a company but to land rockets. You can inspire similar focus by aligning your group's efforts with a clear purpose. Say, improving workplace inclusivity or launching a community project. The quote teaches you to prioritize impact over appearances. Don't build for the sake of building. Act to solve, improve, or create change. By focusing on getting things done, you turn ideas into realities, leaving a legacy that echoes Musk's own, a world shaped by purposeful action, not empty ambition. Quote 9. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. This striking statement from Elon Musk captures his bold approach to innovation and his urgency to confront challenges head-on. Its importance lies in its call to overcome resistance to change, a universal hurdle, and to act decisively to avoid catastrophic outcomes. Musk's ventures, SpaceX, Tesla, and The Boring Company, reflect this philosophy, pushing boundaries to avert crises like climate change or humanity's dependence on Earth, inspiring others to embrace transformation for progress. The essence of this quote is about the necessity of change when the stakes are high. Musk acknowledges a common human trait, discomfort with the unknown. Many cling to familiarity, even when it's unsustainable, because change feels risky or disruptive. Yet, he argues that resisting change can lead to disaster, whether environmental collapse, economic stagnation, or personal decline. His work with Tesla exemplifies this. When the auto industry dismissed electric vehicles, Musk embraced the change needed to combat fossil fuel dependency, avoiding the disaster of unchecked climate change. Similarly, SpaceX's reusable rockets disrupted traditional space exploration to make it sustainable, ensuring humanity's survival beyond Earth. The phrase, "If the alternative is disaster," underscores the urgency. Change isn't just desirable, it's critical when inaction threatens dire consequences. Musk's words challenge us to weigh the cost of staying still against the potential of bold action, reframing change as a tool for survival and growth rather than a threat. This perspective confronts the inertia that often paralyzes progress. Society frequently resists new ideas. Think of the skepticism toward renewable energy or early internet technologies, because they disrupt norms. Musk's quote flips this, suggesting that clinging to the status quo is the real risk. His Boring Company, tackling urban congestion with tunnels, faces resistance, yet he pushes forward, knowing stagnant infrastructure could cripple cities. The quote resonates with history. The Industrial Revolution, driven by those who embraced technological change, averted economic stagnation, while resistance delayed progress elsewhere. Musk's philosophy inspires by presenting change as a choice between stagnation and opportunity, urging us to act boldly to shape a better future. For you, this quote is a powerful nudge to embrace change in your own life, especially when the alternative is stagnation or failure. If you're stuck in a job that no longer fulfills you, don't fear the change of pursuing a new path. Staying put could lead to a personal disaster of unfulfilled potential. Take action, update your skills, explore new industries, or network with inspiring people, just as Musk pivoted from PayPal to space and energy. If you're hesitant to adopt new technology, like learning AI tools for your work, embrace the change. Resisting could leave you obsolete in a fast-evolving world. Musk faced skepticism when he bet on electric cars, but his embrace of change made Tesla a leader. You can start small. If you want to improve your health, don't resist changing your diet or routine, fearing discomfort. Inaction could lead to worse outcomes. Each step toward change builds momentum, averting the disaster of staying stuck. This mindset also applies to collective challenges. If you're part of a community facing issues, like environmental degradation or outdated systems, don't shy away from advocating for change. Musk's push for sustainable energy inspires action. You can do the same by supporting local initiatives or proposing innovative solutions at work. The quote teaches you that change, though uncomfortable, is a shield against disaster. Don't let fear of the unknown hold you back. Embrace new ideas, adapt to new realities, and take risks to avoid the far worse fate of inaction. By choosing change, you align with Musk's vision, a world where bold action prevents disaster and creates a future of endless possibilities. Quote 10. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. This uplifting statement from Elon Musk captures the power of optimism as a catalyst for progress and personal fulfillment. Its importance lies in its simplicity and universality. A hopeful mindset can transform not just your day but your entire approach to life. Musk's relentless pursuit of ambitious goals, building SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, reflects this forward-looking optimism, inspiring others to embrace a brighter vision of what's possible. The core of this quote is about the transformative impact of a positive outlook. Musk suggests that waking up with the belief that the future holds improvement, whether in your personal life or the world at large, sets the tone for a day filled with possibility. His own journey embodies this. From a self-taught coder to a pioneer in space travel and sustainable energy, Musk's optimism about humanity's potential fueled his ability to overcome setbacks and achieve the seemingly impossible. The phrase, "a bright day," isn't just about feeling good, it's about the energy and motivation that come from expecting progress. When Musk founded SpaceX, he believed a better future for space exploration was possible, despite early rocket failures and financial peril. This mindset drove him to persist, turning his vision into reality. The quote challenges the tendency to dwell on negatives, suggesting that optimism isn't naive but a deliberate choice that shapes actions and outcomes. By expecting better, you're more likely to take risks, innovate, and create change, just as Musk did when he bet everything on Tesla to combat climate change. This perspective counters the human inclination toward pessimism, especially in a world where challenges, economic uncertainty, environmental crises, or personal struggles can feel overwhelming. Musk's quote reminds us that mindset matters. His work with Neuralink, aiming to enhance human cognition, stems from a belief that technology can improve our future, not worsen it. This optimism isn't blind, it's a strategic choice to focus on solutions rather than despair. History supports this. Breakthroughs like the polio vaccine or the internet arose from people who believed in a better future and acted on it. The quote inspires by framing each day as an opportunity to contribute to progress, encouraging us to reject defeatism and embrace hope as a driver of action. For you, this quote is a daily invitation to choose optimism. When you wake up, decide that today can move you closer to your goals, whether it's advancing your career, improving your health, or making a difference. If you're facing a tough job market, don't assume the worst. Expect opportunities and take steps like refining your resume or learning a new skill. Musk didn't let SpaceX's early failures define him. He expected success and kept iterating. You can do the same. If you're struggling to master a craft, like writing or coding, start each day believing you'll improve, then practice consistently. This mindset turns challenges into opportunities. If you're working on a personal project, like starting a blog, don't let fear of criticism stop you. Expect it to resonate and keep creating. Small actions compound. Musk's optimism led to Tesla's global impact. Your daily hope can build a fulfilling life. This approach also applies to collective efforts. If you're part of a team tackling a big issue, like community development or sustainability, inspire others by expecting progress. Share ideas, volunteer, or lead a small initiative, believing it will make a difference. Musk's vision for a multiplanetary future motivates his teams. Your optimism can rally others. The quote teaches you that expecting a better future isn't just a feeling, it's a call to act. Don't let setbacks or cynics dim your vision. Wake up each morning believing in improvement, and you'll find the energy to pursue your dreams, create change, and make every day truly bright. Elon Musk's words are more than just quotes, they're a call to action. Each one reflects his unyielding drive to push boundaries and reshape the future. From building electric cars to aiming for the stars, Musk shows us that no dream is too big if you're willing to work relentlessly. His vision challenges us to think bolder, act braver, and create a world where possibilities are limitless. Let these quotes inspire you to take risks, embrace failure, and build your own extraordinary future. The journey starts with you.